This is what I be going through in the morning trying to get from out of my sleeping position. Just so much. Too much. Too much. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. This is the day. I ain't got nothing, but this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Count our blessings. Be thankful for life. Thankful for this day. Another opportunity, another space to work on ourselves, to be a better us, and work on ourselves for the kingdom, honey. Whatever it is, we can say obedience. My God. Ooh, I left them well. This so good. But attending to my face as much as I'm going to choose to do so today. Lord knows I'm eating my products because I can tell by when I have my products, my skin is changing, but it's okay. The Lord won't make a way for me to buy the things that I do need. So I'm going to make sure I try to tend to that one because we can't let this go down by the wayside. Oh my. So make sure we scrubbing this one around my face all the way out, honey, but I left myself in black. Yeah, go TMI. Gotta get the inside frozen. And then we gotta put on our moisturizer. And then we gotta slide the camera away so we won't get nobody else on cameras. We're gonna be on a little block. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. It is a beautiful, cold morning, but I am thankful to see yet another day. That I am. I am. Went to the church this morning, got me some breakfast. I had to speak up this Monday and let it be known. Y'all remember? Y'all know how y'all been doing me? Y'all been forget. Good morning. How y'all doing? Well, I said good morning. They like, we know that shit when you coming in here saying good morning. I said, yeah, that's how I say good morning. I said, can y'all make sure y'all don't forget me this time because the last about 4, 5 times I done came to church, I done got here early, and y'all fed that y'all gave everybody else their food before me. I said, just put me on in the order list. I said, make sure you put me in there. I'm watching, you know. So they got me right this morning in an ample amount of time. Even got me so right that they gave me my food before people that was in there. I didn't think that was too fair, honestly. But I was like, thank you for not forgetting me because I've been paying attention and I also been quiet. But I had to speak up today because if you don't speak up on certain stuff will continue to go on if they think that you are whatever they think that you are by not speaking up on what they may or may not knowingly know what's going on. I said, let me speak up today because I am here to read, and if I get here in order, I want I treat people how I want people to treat me. But if you come with some stuff, then I'm gonna show you the other side. But the other side, we ain't even going way back. We're just gonna be, you can say nice, nasty with it. You know what I'm saying? But I do treat people how I want to be treated, regardless of how you treat me. I'm still gonna try, try because I'm just nice. But I do still be having a problem when folks don't open their mouth and speak and say good morning. But I understand, so I gotta keep that in mind. Everybody going through their own problems, Kenesha. It's okay. You just keep being you and try not to dim your daggone light because you so sensitive. You like to speak to folks, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't have access to you anyway. So you do have a right to pick and choose, but we still want to show the godliness up in me because he all up in there. Okay. So good morning. So we got a hey girl, hey. I remember I used to say that too. Hey girl, hey. I used to say that on one of these daggone channels. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a new day. It's a new day. It's a blessed day. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. New beginnings, new attitude. In spite of what I'm going through, I'm gonna get through it because I know me. I told myself, I forgot what day it was that rolling by. But we're not gonna complain about nothing that we're going through. If anything, we really want to know what's really up. We really gotta get back in that daggone word. It was something how this morning around 12 something, I laid my head down early last night. I didn't care if I got caught or not. I had to give me some rest. But it was a scripture pertaining to family. And I need to find the daggone script. Well, let me see if I can remember. I think I'm gonna get it wrong, but I'm gonna try. But it's something about, you know, the Bible is deep, and it may get so deep that you don't even want to hear it. But if you is a child of God, you can listen and obey. So as a family, so of course, if many of y'all know, some of you may can relate. There's a time in some people's lives where the Lord will call you to leave your family for His own reasons, for His own calling. That's that. He'll make you leave forcibly type of thing because he understands he may see some things that you may not see within your family, within your hometown, things that's going on. So he will remove you however he chooses to remove you. May not look good, but his hand is all up in it. And the scripture pertains to when you're supposed to care for your relatives. If you know that your relatives are in need, you're supposed to care for them. And if you choose not to care for them for your own fleshly reasons, that means you are not a believer and you don't do what he said do. And then I was led to an example on the bus, mother and son. Mother said, I always do for you. I know you may not like me. And I forgot what he said because it was
But when you curse so much, that's all you hear is the curse words. But she taking care of him, and she don't want to take care of him, but she doing what God said do. And he's also doing what God said do too. I don't know his reason, his motive, but they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing what the Lord said. And then with that being said, you still can take care of your family in a way, and you don't have to be near them or around them. I'm gonna find that scripture because it's not hidden right now. It's not hidden. But I needed to see that because I'm like, I know that I'm on the right track. I may not like what I got to say, but things are going to be said because we all gotta learn in this. And I just want to say age ain't nothing but a number. A youngin can teach you something, an old head can teach you something, heck, a baby can teach you something. I'm taking it back still. The age ain't nothing but a number. But it's time to do things that the Lord said, do it in that Bible, honey, because the little things that I am doing, I'm seeing the good that it's doing in my life. I am, and that's why I want to continue to be as good as I can be. Pray to have the ear to hear and the eye to see, because there has been something going on recently. We ain't gonna speak, or I'm not gonna speak on that, but I got to pray that out and make sure that I'm getting back into alignment with Him. All I'm gonna say is my hand told me, and that's something. Never mind. So I must be all right. I will have stepped a little bit outside of alignment, doing things that going outside of my calling, all because I was in survival mode. But I think I got the ear to hear. You go back to that plan, Kanisha, and you do. And I didn't did it again. What's I can't put this down. What's causing it? I got to take Lord have mercy. But I got to get in that Bible now some more because I don't know about you, but Bible studying to me, is it all right to say it's fun, Lord? Even though it's hard, I like it. I do because I want to know. I'm so linen. I need a lint brush. This tan is. It got a bunch of black fairies on here because the inside of this jacket is flared, plush, whatever. Kind of get it out right. But I'm looking like I'm clean though. But this it's not kidding. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to put on my added preservatives today. I ain't got nowhere to go, nobody to face to be in. I feel like I want to look at my own face. But I might just leave it like this. But how y'all doing this morning, man? It's Monday morning. I was watching a YouTube short last night. The lady said, babe, I'm a reenactor. You might have seen it. Babe, you remember how you said, I'm going to mess it all the way up. I know it, but let me add my own. So the wife usually always, when Monday came, she felt some type of way, right? She hate when Mondays come. So she's like, babe, I'm growing. You remember how when Monday always come, I said I hate it. That ain't it. But anywho, she said, guess what? I done grew up. I don't hate Mondays no more. I hate the whole week. I need to find that because I need to share it to this day on live. But it was funny because I didn't know where she was going with it. I was like, okay, you growing, honey. Let me know because well, I ain't got to worry about that type of Monday rolling around because I ain't got no job. So it was funny though. She was like, remember how you told me not to? It was funny. But when she said I hate the whole week, that made me that did it for me. You can hate it how you want to, but you made it. Then this morning, um, my buddy, I seen my buddy, he good. Buddy, let me tell you this. The man pulled out a wad, honey. And he better be glad that ain't the old me. Because I would try to use him. But if I can be my righteous self and communicate as much as I want to communicate, I'm going to his house. Mother sucker spent $600 on a fur coat. Six $600 on a fur coat. See, he ain't got no worries about money. He's straight. He even and I lost. Let me shut up. I'm talking too much. My bad. But I said, you know what? You could have kept that $600. You could have gave me $1, two, three, four, five, and 10. You know, but put me on your to spend list for Christmas. I'm gonna remind you. I was joking, but he really pulled out a watch. I said, put that money back in your pockets, man. I know you known around here, but you don't know what somebody going through, what they may do. Put that money back if I had to fight for you. Although I ain't got to fight. Then he telling me about his good little time. He got down this one time. Yeah, I was on the floor with I hit that boots on the ground. They said they was laughing at how I was doing it. He dropped low. I said, "Can you gonna get back up?" They said, "Girl, I got this." I said, "I see, but you sure you gonna get back up? I'm here." You did a look, cause he was getting it, and this man is 78. The buddy I was telling y'all about, when I told y'all about it, he was, minding my business, and I still can't get this thing up out of here. But he had a good time. I said, "You better enjoy them moments." And he said, "Folks had the cameras." I said, "You might be up on YouTube." Hitting the boots on the ground. Okay, Kanisha. It's not giving. It's not giving. Let's see. Daily recommendations. Hopefully y'all give me something good today, because we need some great news for this here man. Oh, come on. All this fur in the way. Lord, let me get it. I'll be gentle. Soft touches, soft touches. Because I'm heavy-handed. I don't know what. Very much so. Mm-hmm. We got it. Church was packed this morning, that's for sure. Whole lot of new faces. Reminded me of me when I came on the scene. New faces. Look like, where she come from? And I'm like, "Good morning, everybody." Lord, that first time I knew I was gonna do it. I was just waiting. Lord, my hair got wet. Oh my Lord, Jesus. So much goodness in the world. But your church was packed this morning. I was like, damn. Ooh, times is getting hard. And then that just made me think about something. I said, "Lord, do what I want to do like this too. I've been wanting to do this. I want to do some servicing where it's going to last long, and I'm helping the people for real, not just for a dollar. But of course, I want to get paid too, but it's because I'm in it and I know people need help. Man, shit. Lord, open the doors. We're going to make that happen. Hopefully, I end up being led to a good team too. Because ain't nothing like when you do come across, I don't care what their intent is. I just think that you're doing it, but hopefully you're doing it with the right intent. Man, I want to help the folks, honey. I want to help the folks because it's in my heart. I'm a natural helper. So first I got to help myself, because you can't help nobody if you ain't got no daggone money, honey. But you can help if you got God as your tool. He can open many doors. You just got to pray for them doors to open. Tell him your heart's desire. Girl, come on, baby, let's get it. And he will make a way. And it will happen on his time. When him ready. You ready now? All right, okay. I got it. If you up in here, come on. Sure. And let's have patience. Some of us fell out my hair. Come on, baby. You can do it. You can do it. All right, my fingers is getting a little antsy here. Put it in the hole. Make sure it snaps. Snappy, snapper. You snap, baby. Come on, sister. Hey, sometimes you gotta talk to it so it can do what it do. Okay. I ain't even take the scarf off. Not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do that to myself. I didn't do that to you. See, I got so much love in my heart. So much love in my heart. Let's see what we got going on. If it not been by your stream before, I'd swear you were chopping up. I don't know what that mean, honey. Hey, I said, do you still have those Glock switches for sale? The first one you sold works great. Not today. Oh, let me screenshot you. 'Cause I'm sorry, I don't like stuff like that, sir or ma'am. I don't know what you are, but I don't like stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna remove you with the nonsense because we don't do that over here. Not anymore, unless I become unaligned, and I don't want to be unaligned. And then this one too. I gotta do it. You know, I gotta protect my peace and energy. You know, you may know something about that. So no hard feelings, no hard feelings at all. Now, let's put a little bit more on. I'm gonna have to do. Gotta be a little innovative. Let's wipe this on. Okay. And go down on the sides of the cracks. Hit that like that. Yep. See, look at all that product. Baby, got so much more product. Because I ain't got no lotion, girl. I need lotion. More facial product, lip gloss, hair. But today is a good day. And it's going to be a good day all day in spite of what transpires because it's all about how I choose to respond and react. I wish I had that second phone so I could find that scripture about family because a lot of us do need to hear it. And then you got to understand the context of it. And then you won't be so like, damn, you won't be so like how you be so like. But I knew I was on the right path. May have said some things to trigger some folks, but we're not doing that. We with God. I need my added preservatives. Okay. And so now what I'm about to go and do is have breakfast. Y'all had breakfast yet? If you didn't, and if you at home in your kitchen or whatever, come on, let's eat together. You sit at your table while I sit at mine. Oh, oh. Okay. Ponytail. I was stuck. I can't swing it. Let me get a little motion in our shit. Need that lip gloss though. Need that lip gloss. I know it got to be something like this lip gloss on campus. I feel it in my soul. I ain't gonna ask about y'all. Anybody sell lip gloss? Anybody? Alrighty. Oh, Lord, I didn't set it up properly. Girl, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Today is supposed to snow. Yup. Another snow day. But it don't look like it's gonna do it. But it's not deceiving. So, yeah. I decided to come on to this area so I can utilize the microwave for my food. And that's why I do. I'm still being hard-headed because I remember telling you that's why I like to hold myself accountable when I record stuff and look back on the girl you said you're gonna do it and you do it. It's okay, cause that's none of your business that I want to share. But I feel like eating today, like some fruit. So this is the first day. We got lunch too. I didn't get no biscuit this morning because the biscuit was being prepped. I was like, we can pass on a biscuit. That's gonna fill me up too much. I don't need that. So we got some cheese grits, some gravy in here, sausage gravy. We got in that poor little container. Pancakes, 2 of them. Tater tots, eggs that I really got to grill, bacon and sausage. I may not, I don't know, I might eat it all. And Lord forgive me. Because you did say to change stuff in the New Testament, although I don't like it. But since you said it, I wrote with it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is go and warm this up. And make sure, I guess, I'll put you right here. Give you a little something. Slide. I'm going to get all of this stuff. I'm going to eat this with. Ooh. Okay, we got food. Alright. Let's see what we got to the chat. How you been doing today? I've been doing well today so far. How about you? Feeling good, feeling good. Thank God I got my own utensils. All right, yeah. Got it. I didn't check it to see about that. Let's see if we got the napkins in here. No, I didn't get no napkins in none today. Utensils, that's my fault. I should have looked in the bag. On that note, watch my food. I got to go to the bathroom get some napkins. Okay. No, I ain't got to go to the bathroom. I got to go around the corner. Tell you one thing. Let me just say this. If you got space and opportunity to get it right, get it right. Don't hold off on things that you want to do. But in order to do them, in my case, you gotta right your wrongs. You gotta right your wrongs. Yeah, man. Gotta right your wrongs, man. Choices and decisions, man. It'll teach you a lot. Ooh, this is mixed. Man. I see some of y'all in the chat playing y'all role. Good. Let's play it. Let's fake it till we make it, okay? Just know I can feel you, all right? Okay. Is anybody else eating? I'm going to slide off. I'm going to find that scripture, and hopefully you either got a second phone and you can look it up, or you will leave this chat and read it for yourself. Give me a moment. I'm backing out. It's plenty of them, and there's so many other scriptures in the Bible that will tell you to help your family, and there are ones that won't, but they got to be justifiable reasons for not helping. First Timothy 5 and 8. That's what I want people to read. First Timothy 5 and 8. Baby, during a warfare, you got to understand, try to know everything, so you won't be just blaming, and especially not taking accountability for your actions. But we got to figure this out as to why somebody chose to do something to somebody. First Timothy 5 and 8. Especially if you ain't asking for much at all. You really is settling for bare minimum. But that's why I got to hold with God and stay focused. Because I feel it in my spirit. Oh, we're going to be all right. And when the time comes, we're going to bless our family still, in spite of. Mm, I'm about to be a little gross. And then I had to do some research on the weather. Now I think I understand why some people do it, although everybody's reason ain't doing for being in the cold. You know you'll live longer while living in the cold. well, let's just say live longer while exposing yourself to cold weather. We ain't talking about me necessarily sleeping in it, but for those who like to actively stay in the cold weather, there are a lot of benefits from it versus the heat, but it's pros to cons to both of them. For an example, hypothermia. Yeah, but it's advantages. And I believe it. I believe it. Now I got to tie God into it to see what type of temperatures he stayed in. I got an idea, but I need to read a little bit more to educate myself so I can, you know, seeking I shall find what I'm looking for. I want to keep this cup. I think I am. Grits and gravy. Ain't that a combination? I need it. We're getting on down to get down. This has been a wonderful $1.34 purchase. I mean, yes. When I run out, I'm gonna see what other little seasons they got. Let's see if that was enough. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I was trying not to put none on the eggs, but they just bland. I got a whole paragraph here. Let's see. Here we go with that. Matter of fact, we're gonna leave it because we're gonna show how folks don't be paying attention and where your mindset at. You be you, I'ma be me, and we're gonna ignore you. Mm, that's powerful. It ain't about the money. It's about leading. And that's what I'm talking about. It ain't got nothing to do with the money. It's about me having a shelter over my head, very much so, and I got kicked out, or locked out, and power turned off. But I understand. I understand.
Bruh.
Legalized dream fish, Colorado. Baby, what? Lord, you wrote all that. Is it any importance in it? Not really. Well, depending upon how I choose to, take it. With that being said, it is some type of importance. For an example, mushrooms. I ain't gonna throw in the genetically modified, but if you know somewhere about getting mushrooms, mushrooms have great benefits. Cannabis, no, not no more. They didn't touched it. Man really didn't. Man had touched everything and mocked God and messed it up. But I guess read that last comment and see if you can make anything out of it. Yeah. But now because I just want to be the teacher that I am at heart. Remember, you want to now, so let's not start that. You have every right and power, and God gave you the permission if He did to teach, especially you have experience. Um, it's a good thing to get to know your family members, not based off of what somebody else say over the phone about you, not based off of what you see, because sometimes what you see ain't it. It's great to have a conversation, especially if you have a problem with someone. You want to sit down with someone, find a setting that may be comfortable or uncomfortable, and say, be strategic, be intentional, and let them feel you. See, I'm a very pure, little, sensitive hearted individual. Some people say I'm too sensitive, or some people say I'm just too dramatic or too something, and I'm just enough. But it's important for each and every single one of us, especially if we question or have the feeling, I don't like that about them. I don't like that. I don't like that. You follow me? Sit down with them. I don't care if you can't stand them. That's a character building moment right there. You know how God will, you ain't got to like nobody, but if you can have patience and understanding and then be able to sit with them and be unbiased, literally listen, not just look at them as if, okay, you saying something, I'm here, but I'm not here. Hear them out. Hear them out and then do your research, sit back, watch, and observe all parties and wonder why somebody the way that they are. A lot of folk don't get to know their family members, honey. Yeah, you know them. You may be their brother, you may be their sister, they may be your mother, they may be your father. But do you know this person? And if anybody understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. 'Cause I'm pretty sure a lot of you may have not took the time out to literally get to know someone for themselves for real. Deep dive and surpass the surface level. I know what I'm talking about. You have to get to know people. And then sometimes if you just lined up differently, you may know that person. You really may not dislike that person, so you don't care to deep dive. I know one of my heart's desires. I always have wanted to know to get to know a particular family member. Let me not even be vague. I wanted to know my mother and even my father. Like I wanted to personalize, connect with you. I want to know why you did what you did. I want to, not compare, but understand why I may be the way that I am. Um, these conversations are important, but depending upon the mindset of certain people, they may be like, "Oh my God," like a real relationship. They really, Lord, they making me think. Folk don't like to think too much. Lord, they they making me. They trying to hold me accountable. A lot of folk don't want to be held accountable for their actions, but this is some type of stuff that got to be talked about. So I'm glad. I am thankful for all of the experiences I've been through in my life, family, good and bad, because y'all have taught me so much, and that's why I'm gonna operate the way I operate and still learn on how to not operate a certain ways with too. Because I can't take it. Look, we got some work to do. We're a work in progress. But when I'm coming into contact with somebody, when we're trying to build something, oh, we got to sit down and talk. If I can't ask you no questions, and then if you ain't got no questions to ask me, X, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work on me. We gotta deep dive as the people. Have a conversation. Yes, it's gonna be uncomfortable. If you in a comfortable relationship, it's levels to it. Maybe you know what? Never mind. You gotta put in work. And then another thing that we have to stop doing. I said we gossiping. I don't care how good you put it. Don't tell your sibling about your family, your wife or your husband. Don't no. Don't gossip about stuff like that. Because you're causing chaos and confusion. You're causing triangulation. You're causing divisions. You're giving someone a thought to put in their head, and they obviously ain't thinking because you said it is right, and they're gonna hold on to it and not take the time to extend whatever needs to be extended to the person that's being talked about. I remember I was told by several people, family is everything. And from the ones that I was told that to, I was like, how is it everything when you're doing something towards a family member? You intentionally not doing something because they feel some type of way about you. Y'all gotta talk this stuff out. Because don't wait to no funeral to something happen. Don't wait till something happening to, no. Sit down like grown adults and we're gonna talk this thing out. hmm Just call me a better than Dr. Phil. I believe that I'm equipped to make things change, honey. Let's all have a sit down and let's all make sure that our attitudes are correct. And whatever you got to say, make sure, because we know folks are sensitive. We know who we're dealing with. We got to learn how to say it. But everybody gonna have to flow, and it's gonna be real ugly. But so what? A family that prays together stays together. A family that communicates, baby. It don't matter how bad the conversation is, man. Can we remove our feelings? Can we remove our emotions? But if those emotions gotta be felt, and if those feelings gotta be felt, let's sit with it. But then let's talk about it. Let's get through this ish because if you know better, baby, we need a team, okay? But we gotta take it back to the Bible too. That's why I like getting the word because, baby, it's gonna tell you something. I'm just saying. And then you gotta not play your role, but do what he called you to do. Mm-hmm. This is some factual stuff. Now let's see what we have. I'm already free, baby. Thanks to God freeing me. We already free. Now, if we would have stayed in that season, we would have never been free. But hello, family member. How are you? Thank you for calling out my middle name. Told you I can feel y'all. I can feel you. No matter how many accounts you have behind. I know what I know. But yeah, we already free, baby. And then he gave me something to talk about. See, ain't nobody never want me to be free. I couldn't even be free while talking on my YouTube channel freely. If I ain't had nobody calling somebody, reporting me for doing, I'm grown now. Remember, age ain't got a number with somebody. Age ain't numbered a number with somebody. Just think you a child, although we're not a child. But I'm surely free, thanks to you, and thanks to not even that was sarcastic. It was sarcastic, but you are involved, whoever you are. Thanks to God, because that's how it was set up anyway. That's why He died for our sins, for us to be free. But a lot of folks, they chose to conform to society because man told them to do that. Then he said, you can never not do what the regular normal people do. Oh yes, I can. Oh yes, I can. Hmm. You're watching me do it. Oh yes, I can. Hmm. What I'm doing ain't nothing wrong. It's just man made some stupid rules, honey. It's Monday. Are you at work? Anybody at work? Do you hate waking up, going to work? Hopefully you love what you do, and that's different for you. That's a blessing. Look at me. Read the Bible. And then sometimes they don't even, you can, it's people that read the Bible and read the Bible and they still don't apply it. So I don't know, find something that is going to instill his word in you. Because we can't get away from this. I'm the one. You may be the one in your family to do something. We are the one. We are one. Hmm. So let's clap it up for Kanisha being free. Let me just remind you, money ain't everything. You need it, but money can't buy certain things, honey. And I'm thankful for God not giving me the money yet because I won't come 100% do right with it, although He know what I want to do with it. But preparation season, because one of the things that I won't gonna do with it was help somebody that told me nope. He had to remove that out of my heart because I swear, let me get it, God, let me get it. So when they in need, I'ma say nope. That's just me being real. But I had to be led to a particular funky scripture. It's not funky. I'm just sorry, Lord. I know. I did say it. I was trying to be funny, but jokes on me. Conviction felt. That pettiness in my blood a little bit still, but we got to get it on up out of there. But yep, he preparing me. I may not like it. There you go. Hmm. Try again. Try another number. Speaking of numbers, when I tell you the enemy has been, contacting me with all crazy type of stuff, I'm like, when are y'all gonna stop? Because I'm not your problem. However, we can both be the solution if you get your mind right. And we're not mentally unstable over here. I love everybody though. Good morning. Yeah, see how we nipped that in the bud? Be free, baby. You know it. That's how we are supposed to be. We're supposed to be free. The system will until we come back to the word. Mm-hmm. He didn't call us creators for nothing. Create your own mind, baby. not get in their lane and stay in it. No. But the good thing about life, he gives us a choice. Hmm. That's a good thing. A great thing, actually. Hmm. But it ain't easy walking with him. Nope. Mm-mm. 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 He never said it can be easy. Anything's gonna be harder than the normal. Mhm. I know one thing that I'm proud of, in a sense, and remember him. I know for a fact that I do have several enemies, but by me being my authentic self, they starting to like me. Because there's no way that you can't. Nope. Nope. If you think I'm being mean, let's have a conversation. Ask me why. If you think I'm being whatever you think I am, let's have a conversation so we can get to it. There's nothing to dislike about me. I am very likable. But if you ain't working on yourself, then yeah, you're gonna have a problem with anybody. But if you know better, you're gonna do better. Where my builders at? I wanna make a change in the world. If you need help. Now you say you can do it by yourself. Oh, you remind me of me. You pass me. Mm-mm. Come on for it. Scoop it up. Oh. But it's some folk that I just never give my time of day, especially the ones I done told my name to and they mean they gonna call me something else. One of them ones. That's just disrespectful. To me it is. Like the other night, I came across someone who seemed like they're very intelligent, but the medicine they on got them loopy. I'm under my blanket, man, in my business, got my headphones on, watching my videos. And all of a sudden, I heard somebody cussing me out. So I had to peep from under the blanket to see was there anybody else, because I went, made sure I sat by myself, because I wanted to be by myself. He's standing there literally pointing at me, calling me the letter after A and H, and he even hit me with, "You need to go back to Africa." And I had to pull the blanket back down. I had to do a woosah. Let me try. No, I can't do it. It's taking too much breath. But I had to pull the anxiety. The girl, how she did the little. I had to do a breather. So I'm like, I don't know you. And then I got some of that footage in my phone. I got a lot I ain't share yet. I'm trying to think about how. I'm just thinking about this. So I listen. And he just kept going off. He was throwing subliminals. I don't know if I'm gonna share it or not. But I had to. That's your problem, not mine, Sonny. Obviously, with this blanket on my head, I'm triggering you. Damn. Do you feel me through the blanket? And then I had to end up because it was getting that bad. Because I swear, if he would have came close to me, you know, I wouldn't have touched him because he's a man, not touching no man. But I probably would have went to praying. I'm just saying, one of the ones that'll shock you. Don't let me go ahead and move. Then he looking like, dang, it didn't work. He wanted me to say something. I'm not paying. I heard you, but I ain't giving you that type of attention. Because you want a problem. Mm-mm. I got enough. And you surely ain't gonna be one. Mm-mm. But folks getting the damn check. Uh-uh. pass. We ain't taking no damn medicine to mess up our brain. You stupid. I done had so many people, especially in this season. And then a lot of people that I've met. Are you mentally ill? Are you mentally unstable? And I'm like, if the enemy ain't you, first it came from the family, now it's extending to strangers. Y'all know I'm in a warfare. You know I'm not mental. That's disrespectful. Why am I mental? Because I'm speaking up on what needs to be spoken up on that's been hid under the rug for I don't know how long. No, things gotta change. You mental. You need to go into the hospital and talk to somebody. What is the hospital gonna do but get paid for giving me medicine? The hospital ain't in the business to heal. The nurse is not in this stuff to heal. They in it for that money, for that check, honey. And they also in it for other stuff. And it's far from being a healer of God because if the nurses and hospitals was to really heal, they'll be out of a business. Hence, everything, the system is businesses. You mean you want to take away what you're going to end up needing one day because you got an image that you're trying and a reputation that you're trying to uphold that's a lie? And you're trying to put me in a hospital? And I know everywhere I went to, I know you used your stuff to say, to come to me. Are you crazy? Now you know I ain't crazy. That very doll that I need, I probably could get if I was to play my role, but I'm not playing shit that my shoes don't fit in. That should tell you something about my character. A fucking check. All money ain't good money. I don't want that check. I don't want nothing attached to my name that she got mental issues. Now I told you I'm crazy and there's levels to it. But to do that, man, God would probably tear my hand up even more than what he do. Mm-mm. Then I remember a device. All I'm gonna say is that y'all pay attention. Every pit that was meant and did for me to fall in, nah, we're gonna turn it into something good. What else was said to me? Mm, for an example, I was in a book called, it's actually on my Amazon storefront, The Shadow Journal, and it was different type of wounds. Let's see if I can remember. Trust wound, guilt wound, abandonment wound, shame wound, maybe. Anywho, I had several people coming my way being funny after the whole situation that I went through. Oh, you feel abandoned? No, no, I don't actually. However, I felt abandoned for years while I was in it. I actually feel free that I'm out of it. Sounds crazy, but I feel free that I'm out of that situation because my energy was always drained. I could never really speak up and say what I wanted to say because I was going to be looked at as however it was. But I knew it's just that my tone, which I can control, and sometimes I can't because it's just in my DNA type of thing. I couldn't be myself around in the environment where I was. It just, no, couldn't be it. Then I noticed when I was starting to fall off, because I've been stopped going to like family um, engagements and stuff. I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel it, and I didn't like what was going on while I was in it. So I'm like, I ain't gotta go. I don't want to go anyway. But I noticed one of the last times that I had went to a family event, I noticed somebody was sitting back monitoring me talking to the children. And my other family members who are younger than me, I'm the oldest grandchild and the oldest in the immediate. And I was having conversations with them, but somebody was just sitting back watching, like, ooh, I hope she don't say the wrong thing. She better not say the wrong thing. I don't know. It was an evil look. I don't like, I you're not making me feel safe and secure. So if I don't feel safe and secure, I'm going to exclude myself, being that, I ain't got my ish together. I am 30 some years old. Be losing jobs so often, left and right. Don't even, can't tell you why, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. Because let me just say, if you want to throw the phone up, no, all of my employers, I let it be known this, hey, if anything, they gonna come and give you more business, okay? Who don't like attention? And then I had to follow some type of rules, don't show certain things, but this is my job, this is what I'm gonna do, and if I can't get the job, then I don't want it anyway if I can't work my second string. That's me. Call me stupid is, because it is crazy to ask, can you record on job? But couldn't keep job. Always was going through something. Had to learn how to handle my emotions, which was difficult. So I excluded myself to what I was, raised to do, but it just seemed like it wasn't right in certain time. We weren't free back then. No, we weren't free at all. And I'm one that, like, that ain't right. You're gonna have to talk to them, right? I ain't doing nothing. I don't want to do that. Man, you're not leading an example for me. I need some examples to be led because I'm already mucked up. Can you teach me something positive? Mm-mm. We weren't free. So I'm thankful for what happened because if that wouldn't have happened, I probably would have stayed and continued to take abuse, continue for people to disrespect me, but continue for people not to see me. Because I think folks think I was stupid. I even had somebody email me. I don't know who they was, but they got to be a family member. I didn't know you had that in you. Had what in me? What? Well, I guess not. You didn't get to know me. You know I had that sass though, right? Well, we sassy. Mm, mm. Yes, I just want to say thank you to all my family members. Like this seriously, he gave me a feeling on my heart. Y'all taught me what I need to know, good and bad. And now we gotta rely on God, like I've been doing. Cause I look, I made some family members mad, so I was like, I put God before you. Yeah, God before everybody in my life. And I mean it. Okay, who come in my life? You ain't first. Even my husband, you wouldn't be first. No, God is. It's actually a good combination. But I'm learning a lot, man. I even found sorry, not today. I even found some help. The only thing is getting there. And let me tell you know what, I'm not gonna tell it, but I'll say this. When you're dealing with shelters when it's ran by either white people or any other ethnic background, you may come into some troubles. Let me say I came into troubles. But I came across a particular shelter, two actually. Oh, we went into a shelter. It's just that it costs for me to get there, and it costs. And I'm not close enough to the actual transfer bus. They do transportation buses, but the getting there and then the in and out of this, was it the stations for the metro? I gotta go to three. Well, I could do two. Man, we going back, but I gotta make sure my metro money straight. And then I gotta walk 12 minutes from one area to get to there. And then I gotta make sure I get there early enough if I do want to do it. And then they do got some rules. Let me just say this bag. Oh, I couldn't take the bag in one of them. No. Yeah. If I had it, because I got a sleeping bag in here and a blanket, you can't have none of that up in the shelter. So had to leave my bags outside the shelter. And I was quiet. I said, look, this is all I got. Is this a gated area? Y'all ain't had no incidents with folks hop the fence or nothing like that. I said, because literally, this is all I got. This is my lifeline. So I was afraid to let my bags stay outside. But I took their word. Nothing happened to my stuff. Left it outside. I think I got into the shelter around 11 something, and I woke up. I left at 4 something. The shelters, they wake people up at like 5:30 so they can get on the shuttle bus and transfer to wherever they go. I don't know yet. But I ended up going to one shelter, which was too full. and then they transported me to the shelter where I couldn't take my stuff in, and I got rest. But let me tell you about that experience. So I don't know if y'all was watching me when I was in the bathroom doing my hair one day, and the lady had asked me for some toilet paper, and I was kind of skeptical. I ended up giving it to her, but I was like, you know, tell me about the same thing happened to me in the shelter. I went in the bathroom, I was sleeping. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. So luckily, I was close enough to the bathroom. We had easy access. Went to the bathroom, didn't check. From now on, I'm gonna check to make sure I'm going in the stall with toilet paper. I go in the stall and I bust it down. And then I started, I said, oh, dang. So it was a lady next to me. Had some cute little fresh sneakers too. Looked like a little old lady was in. Good morning. Excuse me, ma'am. If you having the toilet paper over there, do you mind giving me some? Maybe I should have said, may I have some instead of giving me some? This lady did not give me no toilet paper. Talk about somebody was pissed. I said, baby, you being nasty and we in this situation. You're not gonna give me, it was okay. It was okay. So what I had to do, I had to shake it off. And then I had to ask them, can I come back to my bed? Well, go outside to get my bed to get some toilet paper. And then I had to wash myself up because I ain't even had no paper towels. They ran out. I guess the cleaning person won't on the thing. I said, ain't that a bitch? I said, at least I did get a lady, although it took me too long. I gave her some. I was waiting. I don't know how long. I was waiting for. I thought her hands was old. As I said, look at her shoes. They was cute shoes, but look, she's a little old lady. Maybe she got to take time, bones ain't. I was waiting. That bitch, she didn't give me no toy. If I said, see, I said, see, that bothered me. You is in the shelter and you being nasty. Or maybe she couldn't hear. I'll give it that. You know what? I'm going to roll with that. She couldn't hear. She couldn't hear me. Maybe she couldn't hear. This bitch didn't bring no toilet paper. I'm just saying. I just washed myself downstairs. We just on a fresh pair of drawers. We don't need no leakage. Now I'm going to start wearing pads. Don't have to start doing it. I felt bad, but I was mad. She was a letter after A and the ish. You ain't gonna give me. I take that back now. 'Cause I now got a reason. She couldn't hear. She heard me. And then the snorers. Lord have mercy. It was about how many people was in this room? I'm about to literally see them. About that on that mall. About 30 beds on that mall. It was over. It was a good amount of people. It was a good amount of people up in that bad boy. And I was right in the middle of the snorers. I was like, shit. Came from a dude I was talking to snored. People I know snored. Let me put my headphones on and turn on some ASMR. And I was knocked out. And it was nice and toasty now. But then, here come the coughs. I said, Jesus. That's the only thing. So there's pros and cons to the shelter. Let me just say, some of them women, they very much so nasty, but I ain't pay their attention no man. Especially when they see me. You homeless. Yeah, I'm homeless. I am. I don't look like it. But what a look got to do with any goddamn thing? It don't look like you should be working here, but you are. Because you don't look too nice. But for the ones who were nice, shout out to y'all. I think a couple they knew I had a channel. I ain't gonna tell that story. But oh shit. It's pros and cons. So in the shelter, let me say there's a lot of drug addicts that this is an emergency shelter. There's a lot of drug addicts. And then there's a lot of people that really don't upkeep with themselves. That I know for a fact. And me, I am going to take care of myself as much as possible. Take some of the baths, try to have my medicines, keep the sicknesses down. But what I was getting to is some sicknesses. If I ain't cut, because they give you these blankets when you come in and they already packaged up. And that's why I got these little fuzz things on my blanket. It's from that, it's like a little tan type of blanket. And that bad boy was warm. I wanted to keep it, but they said, no, you got to throw it away. I said, throw it away. They do get funding for us being there. I didn't throw it away. I don't want to throw it away. Damn, I could have put that in my sleeping bag. I was like, okay. But yeah, it's a lot of not so clean people in them shelters, and you got to stay prayed up. And that's why, if you ever wonder why some people don't go into it, that could be a reason. Then also, some people don't like rules. All I'm saying is, I don't give a damn about the rules. So you got to get there. With this one, you got to get there at 7 to come in, and then you leave at 5:30. Um, I don't know if you can go in and out or not. I didn't care about that because we ain't smoking. I want to lay in that bed as long as I can, cover up, and you can listen to your music, your phone, and all that. No cursing, no being disrespectful. There's rules. Let me just say, when I got to the first one, I was tired because I was trying to find somewhere to go, and I was like, man, something led me to where I went to, and I'm glad it did because on that night it was a lot of chaos going on. So when I got there, it was two other people that was sitting there. I don't know what they had going on. Well, I do know now. There weren't no beds available. So they ended up pulling out a table for us to sit down. I was like, yes, I can lay my head down and go to sleep. So it's this little youngin. I love her energy though. Security officers. They thought I was a child. I don't care. Whatever. And I was like, young lady, you gotta lift your head up. And I was like, huh? So you gotta lift your head up. You can't sleep. I was like, damn. I said, well, can I sleep with my eyes? Can I sit up like this? She said, yeah. So I was like this, and then somebody else came in, familiar name, and she was laid out, but they don't let you do that for whatever reasons. I don't know why. Rules. I ain't arguing with her. I know how to. If I fall, because I did that several times with that time. But I had my bag in front of me. Because I had called the lady and I told her my situation just a little bit. I was like, I'm homeless right now. I'm in the area where they saying you have to be a resident. I'm praying that you guys will accept me, whatever I said, but I let it be known that I'm not a resident. She said, yeah, come on over. So it took me about an hour to get there. So when I got there, she said, was you the one that called? I said, yep, that was me. I called you at that time. She said, you will just sit outside and we're gonna go see something. Anywho, they didn't have nothing there, so they called the other people. Transport bus came. Transport bus driver was jamming to that old school music. He had me feeling good. I was trying to sleep, but I couldn't sleep because there was too many daggone bumps on the road, hitting my head every day. But we did get into a shelter. It's the only thing is me getting there is costly, and I gotta manage my money. But I know I got somewhere to go, so that's the blessing. I said, finally, then they got to know all your information. I'm like, God damn, this for the funding, so y'all can continue doing what y'all doing, because they gotta count the heads and the. I understand. I understand. I won't with it at first, but I was like, you know what? We gotta survive, right? Because ain't nobody else come to save us. Y'all my family now. And I told him, I said, what's up, family? She was like, hey. But got somewhere to go, so that's a blessing. Just gotta funds. Then that's a lot. I didn't ask anything, so I'm trying to. That ain't none of your business. Um, we got help, and I'm thankful for it. Last night I didn't go 'cause couldn't afford it, though. But we gonna see. But I know I'm on. Mister, can I come over your house, sleep on the floor? Please don't try nothing before I get ugly. But I was thankful for that. Cause I was like, ain't no way everybody gonna deny me because I'm not a resident. This does play a role. Sad to say, but it's so. Mm-hmm. Yep, this system, I tell you, it is something else. Take notice to how, once again, this ain't nothing new. The foreigners come over here, and I'm gonna speak for the ones that believe in God, whoever their God is. Number one, the ones that got businesses, the very ones that proclaim to be for Jesus. Why are they in these establishments selling certain products? Weed, which is Gotta look. Potpourri, Spice, K2, embalming fluid. Why are they selling this stuff to we the people in their stores? That's just one thing. Another thing that I'm guilty on, some of these Muslims, they sell certain foods that they don't even eat, but they'll give it to certain other ethnic backgrounds. All I'm gonna say, pay attention to who you support business wise. This is a lot. They come over there from their country, and the very things that they sell to us, they can't sell to their people over there in their country. It's rules and laws and regulations. But they know they can come over here to America and get over on we the people. Pay attention. I hope it's connecting. I hope you following me. They can't sell those very things over there in their country where they're from, but they come here and sell it to us. And I'm really speaking on the weed crap in certain foods, especially if they stand for God. Jesus, our God now. I'm going to speak on incense and whatever that big thing is. I may be talking about some of y'all. Leave that shit. Is a different. Let me just say this. What's the thing? It's big, it's white, you light it, and it's supposed to cast out demons or whatever. What is that? What is that crap called? A lot of Jamaicans do it. Leave it alone. If you're doing it for them, leave it alone. Pray, honey, because you don't know what you're playing with. Leave that mess alone. You really don't know what you're playing with. Leave it alone. She one I was talking about her. My bad, girl. Speaking the truth. What is it called? It's a type of incense, but it's big. Got a string around it. And they say, use this if you got bad energy in your house to get it out. All I'm gonna say is do your research. You've been told a lie. But if the lie is alignment with you, then you do your thing. But I just want you to know if you don't know. Folks will say anything. They're like America sold us a dream. Child, too much calamity in the world. I'm gonna keep holding on that from Tyler Perry, Jill. Mm. Oh, yes, that's what I needed. That was a little punch. Okay. Dollar Tree, vitamin C. Stop smacking, girl. Stop smacking. But that's a lot, man. Systems. Systems. To work 24 hours a day. When one closes, is working in another area. Systems, money. That folk be stealing and helping people. I did it before too. But there's some stuff I ain't gonna do for no money though. I ain't gonna do no more. Just steal, lie for it, degrade myself. And I'm trying to get on a level without not asking for it. That's what I'm working on next. Because folks are, they'll know you in need of help, but they choose to be themselves and not help. So I gotta have him. This is good. Grits and gravy, but that's seasoning added onto it. Cheese grits and gravy. Pork sausage gravy. Good morning. sorry. Whoever left the comment, I guess she just talking to herself. I guess you just want my attention. Do you feel abandoned? Is that what it is? Do you feel abandoned? Good. Let's move forward. And I dislike your ignorance, and I'm gonna pray for you. Although, well, he's gonna know who your name is attached to, and watch how my prayer works. We're gonna pray for you, okay? I guess you watch a lot of people who talk to themselves. Welcome to YouTube. Play your role and never forget it. Anything else? Oh, okay. Mm. That was an uncooked piece of bread. I remember one point in time I did not like grits. I guess they won't cook right. Grits are good. This was really good. Mm. Still some left up in there. I'm trying to waste no food around here. Mm-mm. I don't want to do that. It's just all the place out there. Okay. I apologize for being on my mouth. Ugh. Get went down wrong. There was a little air bubble. Ain't nothing like no water. Just the thing is, there's a lot of folk that don't like water. What is wrong with you, honey? Gotta get that water up in there. Really, a lot of folk that don't drink water. I used to know a lot, and I'm like, so that's why your pee strong. And then now you know why you're going through. You ain't got no water in your system, honey. Come on, man. I love it. Close your bed. It's just not lunchtime yet. Just read it. Just crazy. I'm still thankful that she was honest with me about my umbrella. Just in case we're going to know I had left this on the bus, right? And I was like, I knew I left something. I had walked off the bus and had walked to the bus back. And then when I got to the bus there, I was like, oh no, my umbrella. So the bus had pulled off, but it was waiting at the sign. It's like a stoplight. So I ended up catching it. It was about to pull off, but I ended up catching it. And I got on the bus and I was like, hey, did I leave my umbrella back there? So she said no. And then she went in her book bag and gave it to me. Thank God for that. Because this was $12. $12 that I said I ain't had, but I had it, but I was just afraid to spend it. But I spent it on something I need. And look, I just noticed this totes. Oh, snap! I got a tote. We got a tote bag. A tote umbrella. Speaking of totes, I think the young lady from Salvation Army was confused when I said totes. Technically, this is the tote. I know they had some. They got to have this for us, we homeless people, to carry our stuff. Yeah. machine things. I want to see you face to face, see if you landed me or not. Because I think you had something. She landed me. She did. I feel it in my spirit. But it's okay. We got this for five, for $4 or $5 from Hobby Lobby. And I was shocked because Hobby Lobby. No, Hobby Lobby is alright, but stuff for pricing. They ain't too expensive. Lord, my Lord. Mm. I took out 3 twists in the back. My hair need to be done for real. I'm proud of myself because I kept this in. I don't know. I had to go back and look at the video. Although I didn't finish it on that day. Yeah, I kept this in. I want to do some more, but do them smaller this time. But that's gonna take time. It's gonna take some time. Oh, I'm not in the ponytail. And then I wanna I was watching crochet videos. Well, I was watching quick weaves. I shared one of them. I was thinking about doing a quick weave, but I don't know if no, it's not gonna work unless I do an invisible part. So I'm not leaving none of my hair out because she's too natural for that. That we ain't got no flares. Then I was thinking about the crochet. Gonna roll my hair all the way down or all the way back, whatever, a certain pattern, and then apply it like it's natural hair. Yeah, and then make it look like it's my natural hair, and then so I can swing it or wear it in a bun, so my hair can keep growing. I'm thinking about it, but that means I gotta buy a crochet hook. I ain't gonna do that. I wanna do something to my hair though. That might be put on my to-do list before Christmas, maybe. Give me something to do and then give me some more hair content. Cause Lord knows you know what I'm waiting for, baby. We're gonna be getting some hair videos after a while. Cause I'm going back to what I know how to do for myself. Keep switching my hair up here and there. Give some videos. Show you a little something that I'm working with. Cause these hands is blessed when it comes to protective styles. I'm trying to tell you. Did you watch my hair playlist, my faux lock playlist? Watch my hair playlist. Styling my short natural hair, faux locks, and it might be another one. Watch it. Although I was new to it back then. I don't know why I did them jumbo locks. I even went shop. It was kind. I don't think I like them, but it was kind of cute. I remember when I was sharing some of my shopping videos. You watch my grocery shopping video playlist? Go watch. Just tap into the grocery shopping playlist with Kanisha Lachey, and you'll see. I think I was in red and I had some shades on, but I had them thick locks. That took a lot of work. I was just learning then how to do them, and it was too bulky at the root. Then you got to look at how I progressed with the locks. Some of them, the small ones, you couldn't tell them on my locks, baby. The locks looked so good that I had people got to get their hair locked. I said, I'm a natural inspirer. I really am, though. You may be too. Okay, I ain't gonna leave you out. But yeah, folks like my style, and I be like, girl, I ain't did nothing. We, we want to do more. I ain't did nothing. Lord knows I'm gonna do more right now, honey. I want to add my face on because this is just good morning, everybody. But I'm thankful for my face. Thank you that I got a face. Sheesh. I had to clean off my eyelashes because I know I'm gonna leave my mascara on. I had to clean that off. I need some more rest so my face can go back plumper. What am I gonna do read this amazing book. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I ain't gonna read nothing. But when I tell you, if you haven't already and if you like a good read, the face said it all. It's saying it all. But I'm gonna end up having something in store for y'all either by the end of this month or the beginning of next year. Because if you're watching me, I sure can teach you something if you want to be taught. And then if you just got it going on and you add what I have to add to your add-ons, we're gonna be well on our way. I'm working on something, and it's not gonna be free, okay? But it's gonna be worth the money for those who have worked with me in the past. 13 keys or the masterclass to elevate your YouTube channel. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again because we know we got a lot of value to offer. Very much so. We got a lot to offer. And I can't sleep on myself, honey. We gotta tap into it. And it's gonna work. It just may take time, but it's gonna work and you're gonna wanna work with me. So put it in your ear. We're working on something for you and me. Because I gotta keep practicing this thing. But I'm gonna give it to you. And then I'm gonna give you a little 2 minutes or something to really end. Like, oh snap, this is good. Mark my words. Anyways, I'm gonna get to reading my book. I want to say thank y'all for spending some time with me. It was here for an hour and about to be 1:37. Yep, I'm leaving in my birthday numbers while we at 7:11. It's gonna drop to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But thank you for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope that you enjoyed the vibe. Before you leave out of here, go ahead and hit that like button. You ain't got to hate on me, baby. If you know better, you're gonna do better. We can vibe if you want to vibe, and if you got time for something else, then take that something else elsewhere. But if you want to have a good time and just watch and listen to me talk, we can do that. Because we all be on YouTube watching people talk, right? What else can we do? We can't come through the screen and nothing like that. That was an ugly jump. That looked like somebody did caught in headlights. But yeah, I will see y'all when I see y'all. Thank y'all for being here, and I will see you when I see you. Dang, we gotta get up out of here while it's still on 137. Gotta brush my